Hello and welcome back to Here We Tow. Today I'm at Wandahome, Knottingley, and I'm going to be taking a closer look at this. It's the Buccaneer Cruiser Caravan. This is a 4-berth island bed layout, size-wise. Now the Buccaneer, this is a big caravan. It's 8 feet wide, and in terms of its length, it's 26 feet and 10 inches or 8 metres and 18 centimetres. It is a twin axle. It's got two 14-inch alloy wheels at each side, and it is on the Alco chassis. Now the hitch has a nose weight of 150 kilos. It has got the ATC as standard as well on the Buccaneer. Weight-wise, heavy caravan. I mean, this is the luxury end. It's the flagship of the Elddis range. It's the Buccaneer. It's weighing in at 1,950 kilos, and it's going to give you a reasonable payload of 159 kilos. However, if you want, you can upplate to 2,000 kilos. So you're going to get an extra 50 on that payload, which personally, if your tow car would do it, then I'd upplate. Right, let's start at the front of the cruiser. So we get this nice front locker here in the silver. I'll just push this and have a look inside. So the front comes away like this. We pull it up and it slides up on struts like that. Now there's room for 2 gas bottles. This is not an overly deep front locker, as you can probably see, but you will get a few bits in there. So that's your front locker on the cruiser. I'll close that down. On the front, we've got the 3 front windows, the Buccaneer name, and that sunroof as well. What we'll do is we'll make our way down the near side. So let's venture off down here. So on the near side, we are getting the silver sides. The decals are in this sort of purple colour that makes the way down that side. We have got the Whale gas barbecue point here. And then, as you can see, we've got the Alco Bigfoot. Now, the cruiser does come as standard with the self-levelling system. So when you arrive on a pitch, you press a button and the caravan will level itself for you. So you don't have to worry about your ramps and your chocks and what have you. It will do it. Carrying on down, now we've got these nicely dark tinted windows on the Buccaneer range. We've got the locker box. And then up on the roof of the Buccaneer Cruiser, we're going to get an aerial as standard and a 100-watt solar panel. There's a good size awning light above the habitation door. The vents here for the Dometic tower fridge and freezer. We'll have a look at that when we go inside. And then there's the 2 alloy wheels that I mentioned. Now you do get Alco wheel locks on these. You're also getting, for security measures, an alarm and a tracker as well as part of the price. Carrying on down, there's a further locker box. And then on the rear of the Buccaneer, now I quite like the rear of the Buccaneer. This changed a few years ago when they brought out the new model. We've got the high level brake light up there, Buccaneer name, and then these nice LED tail lights. These are a nice design here. There's a black decal here as well, just to break it up so it's not just one big white back end. Carrying on down the offside. So on the offside, this is our toilet cassette here. There's no flush. The flush operates off the onboard water system, and I'll come to that shortly. And then we'll carry on down the side of the cruiser so we can see these dark tinted windows that I do like. And then as we get down to the end on the offside, there's a further locker box. We've then got the Whale water. Now this is where you're going to attach your water pump. The Buccaneer Cruiser does have an onboard water tank, a 40-litre fresh water tank. So as well as your aqua roll and whatever that'll take, or your water hog, you're also going to have the onboard water system. So you're going to have a minimum of 80 litres fresh water. There's also a service light here on the offside. So if you have to come out in the dark and change the water or do anything out here, you have got that extra illumination. And last but not least is the vent for the Alder. So the Buccaneer Cruiser, it does have the Alder wet central heating and hot water system. And it's also got in there underfloor heating as well. So that's the exterior of the cruiser. Let's dive inside and take a look. Let's make a start in the lounge. Because this is an 8-foot wide caravan, it is very spacious, and the cruiser model is really open plan as well. We'll see that as we make our way around. Now, as I say, this is a flagship Caravan, retail price about 46,300, so it is right up there. So we're expecting a lot from this Caravan, so let's find out if it delivers. First of all, the sofas in the Cruiser. I do like these. These are well bolstered and they're a very good length. Unlike some of the other twin axle Caravans from manufacturers, which can be a bit shorter, these are a great length. Now, if you were wanting to use these as single beds, they are 5 feet and 11 inches in length and 2'4" in width. So these are very good single beds if you want to use it like that. If you want to convert the lounge into the double bed, then it's going to be 6'11" by 4'8". So again, a good size bed. So we're on to a winner with the Buccaneer in this front lounge area. We then have our chest here. Plenty of space on here for putting cups or plates of food. We've then got the pull-outs and we've got various drawers at the front for storage. The good thing is, because we've got a nose weight of 150 kilos, as long as your tow car can take that on the tow ball, we don't have to over worry too much about putting too much weight on the front of the hitch, but always make sure that you balance your Caravan well when you're packing it up. The front, we've got the 3 windows. We do have here, if I push it, a little USB charging point. And then I'll stand up. We've got this first sunroof here. Now, all the windows do have blinds and the fly screens, but then straight down the centre here of the Cruiser, we've got the Stargazer window, which is great for letting lots of light in. You can also open that for ventilation. Now, on both the near side and the off side, we have these various storage cupboards. They're a really good depth and a really good height. So these aren't just for show, these are really practical. So plenty of storage here in the Cruiser. Now, the floor space, there's lots of room on this floor. And as I say, it is heated as well with the underfloor heating. I'm going to start making my way sort of back down the Caravan, but so far there is not a compromise in the lounge. Next, we find the kitchen. Now, the kitchen is on the off side of the Cruiser. Really good amount of worktop space here. Plug sockets. Then we've got a nice splashback with the window and a good sized sink as well with the swivel tap. I'll make a start here. Now, what we've got here are 2 pull-out racks. Now, I will say I would have liked maybe of one big bank to have pulled out in one, because with this lower one, you are sort of down here having to pull it out. But at least it's not just shelving. So we've got some racks there. Then we've got a bank of drawers here. I'll just open one so you can see, but a bank of drawers. And then in this little space, we're going to find the television for the lounge. It's a little bit fiddly, I will say that, but we have got space there for the table, sorry, for the lounge. Not a television, it's a table. So that's under there. Then we move down. We've got the Thetford hob. We've got an electric plate, 3 gas burners, and then there is the grill and the oven, and just underneath there's a flap there underneath it. If I come back up, there's no extractor fan here, but we do have this extractor vent here above us. Cupboard space, we've got a good amount of cupboard space, 2 of those. Plenty of lighting. And then I'll make my way onto the near side. So on the near side, we came in through the habitation door, which has got the bin. We've got our Cruiser control panels here for our lighting, the water and the Alder. And then this is where we're going to put our television. So we've got plug sockets, the aerial. Now, whether you could fit a bracket there or just have it freestanding for the television. And then under here, a little bit more storage there. And then we move round to the Russell Hobbs microwave. And then we've also got this huge Dometic fridge and freezer. I believe that's about 160 litres. So we've got a tower fridge and freezer. And that completes this lounge and kitchen area, which is a very good size. There aren't many compromises going on in here either. So let's head further back. Now, as I make my way back, there is a privacy screen, and that's here on the off side. That's going to come across and fasten on here. Now, if you're a family of 4, you'd be using that quite a bit. If you're just a couple, you might not use that. We have now on this side our wardrobe, the Elddis tank is in there. And then as we move down, we have got somewhere to put our cup of tea. This pulls out. You can put your phone on there as well. And then we've got a number of little drawers as well for storage. And then I'll just make my way around this side. Now, as I come round here, this is where you're going to be able to have a television for the bedroom if you wanted to do that. We've got USB chargers as well. And then there's a storage cupboard under there too. Then we look at the main bedroom space. So this bed, it is retracted. That gives us some nice amount of space to walk around the bed, which is always a benefit. Size-wise, it's 6'3" long, so it is a little bit longer than some of the other manufacturers. So if you are a taller person, 6'3". Width-wise, it's 4'5" wide. Now, there's another wardrobe on here on this side. And again, another little bank of drawers and a pull-out shelf. And then there's some lockers, and there's also a huge sunroof as well above the bed. If you want to have air conditioning fitted to the cruiser, it's about £1,836, about, if you want to have that fitted. So you can include that. So that's the bed. There is also a plug socket down here at the side of the bed if you wanted to charge anything. There's a nice size mirror here as well in the bedroom space. And then we make our way into this rear washroom. So let's venture back here. Now this is a sliding door, so you can pull that across for privacy. I'll just make my way back here. It is a little bit dark because unfortunately we're not on electric hookup and with no power. So hopefully you'll be able to see me okay. This is the rear corner on the near side, and this is the shower cubicle. A huge shower. This has got excellent amount of floor space. We have the shower screen that pulls across. It's clear, it's not frosted. There's a little clip on here, just unclip that. Then we've got the actual shower. There's a little soap dish there. And you can see around me the amount of space, and then this nice sort of trim here as well to finish it. I'll step out of the shower, and then we come to the sink area. We have got our toothbrush holder, nice little finish there. And then we've got the fruit bowl sink. What I will say, now this for me is a compromise. This washroom is quite narrow in any case. This is where the compromise happens. We're getting the larger lounge and longer sofas at the cost of a smaller space, but you're going to spend more time in the lounge than in the bathroom. If you're spending more time back here, something's gone really wrong on your caravan holiday, believe me. Now the compromise is, if I want to use the sink, we do get a little bit of intrusion here from this, and that's just one thing to note. But we've got this nice mirrored cabinet. I'll open that up. I like the design. It's a shame we've lost a little bit here, but I do like the design. And then there's loads of storage under there as well. That's an excellent under storage compartment. There is then the heated towel rail, part of the Elddis system. Toilet roll holder, the Thetford toilet with the flush, and then there's the frosted window again. I'm always much more excited when I see a frosted window. And then we've got this little blind under here, and this just to soften it up, and another cupboard here again for our toiletries. And there's a couple of hooks in here as well. Okay, let's make our way back down the cruiser. I'll dive out. So as we come down the cruiser, we can now see it this way, and you can see the amount of space the 8 foot wide is giving us. Now, if you like an open plan feel, then the Buccaneer cruiser is going to give you that. There's lots of space around you. It's light, it's bright. In terms of what do I really like, I like the amount of space we're getting in this lounge area. I like that we're getting the self-levelling system. I must say the kitchen, that is a good space, and the bedroom. The compromise for me is the bathroom. I feel that the space is a little bit small in there, but we've gained it elsewhere. So what more can you say? So hopefully you've enjoyed having a look at the Buccaneer cruiser, their flagship, or one of their flagship caravans, priced at around £46,300. It's certainly got all the equipment on that we would like. If you wanted to add air conditioning, you can add that, and you can also upgrade to leather upholstery for just over £2,000 if you wanted leather as well. So there we go. Thank you to Wandahome at Knottingley, who have come and let us film a review of this Buccaneer cruiser. That is appreciated. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.